Tomorrow's the day. That's right, folks. Voting tomorrow. Hey folks, Eric from Another Voice with Eric and Friends, and we're going to do video number 2. We did one the other day about what to do before going to the polls, advice from a poll worker. Today we're doing what to do when you go to vote. So tomorrow is the day, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You're going to go out to vote, not just for the president, but for all the offices that are available. So hoping that you watched the first one and took our advice, made sure that you're registered, find your polling place, looked for your districts, made sure you had the proper form of ID, and were prepared for waiting. Now, you've shown up at the polls. Here's some things I would recommend. Number 1, when you get ready to come into the building, get your ID out. Now, one little bit of advice. The old paper voter registration card without a photo, you don't really need to show that to the clerks. We can't actually use that except if there were a problem and we needed to verify your registration number. But you don't have to pull it out. You don't have to worry about the fact, oh my word, I can't find it. You're fine. Just your photo ID, one of the acceptable photo IDs that we talked about in the last video, and which you can find at scvotes.org. So when you come into the building, pull out your ID. Turn off your phone or put it on vibrate. That's right, no phones inside the polling place. As a matter of fact, if you're having a conversation as you're coming into the building, wait a minute, stay outside, finish the conversation, and then turn your phone off, put it on silence, and come inside. It goes for your Bluetooth. Take your Bluetooth out. No electronic devices inside the polling booth. So take your Bluetooth out, turn your phones off. Don't answer the call if someone calls you. Put it on silence. All right, you get to the clerk, give them the information, give them your card. Please understand we're there to help you, but we're also human and we might struggle. If the clerk is a little slow, just give them time. Just work with us as we try to work with you. Now you go into the booth. You've got lots of choices there. I want to make a couple things very clear. In the state of South Carolina, you cannot write in for president, vice president. There is not an option. Not only is it against the law, there's not a physical option. Every other race, you can push on the button it'll say write in, and you push on the little keypad will come up, you type on the keypad, you're good to go. But for president and vice president, you cannot write in. Maybe at a later date we can get our legislators to change that. All right, now, carefully read your choices. Carefully pay attention to what you touch on that screen. Now, you can write in. And matter of fact, for one race, the Greenville Soil and Water District Commissioner, you only can write in because there are no people running, which is a sad thought. But, so you can type that in. Now, touch on each person you want and pay attention to what you're typing. Go down to the end, go to the next page. When you get to the end, it gives you a list of everything you voted for. Carefully review that. Look, you can make a mistake typing. There are calibration errors that could happen. Please carefully review it. Then you can cast it. You're also given a chance to go back. If you're like, did I do that? You could still go back. Pay attention as you vote, and please be careful. Now, we've heard a lot about rigged election and voter fraud. Listen, I'm going to tell you, as having worked the polls for over a decade, most problems are simple mistakes, simple error. Now, anything that humans are involved in, there can be fraud. But here's what I want to make sure you understand. When you're working and you're touching on that screen, you're taking your vote, if something's not right, if something doesn't work right, immediately ask for assistance from the clerks, from the managers. Get the clerk that controls the whole place. Immediately. Don't wait till you get home. Don't wait to post it on Facebook, any of that stuff. Oh, by the way, no electronic devices in the voting booth means you can't take a selfie. You can't take a picture of what you're voting. But immediately turn around and ask for help. If you're not satisfied with the assistance you're given, At every polling place in Greenville County, there is a phone number to the voter registration office where you can call immediately, or go straight down to the voter registration office at University Ridge, and Conway Bellagio will be glad to work with you. Mistakes happen, errors happen. Always address them as soon as possible, because the bottom line is Conway and all of us want a good, clean, fair election. So pay attention to when you're voting, be very careful with what you do, and then if there's a problem, let us know. And then you're done. Make sure you get your I voted sticker. And here's a recommendation. Is there anybody you know who might have trouble getting to the polls? Maybe an elderly person, someone whose car broke down. Maybe you can give them a chance, give them a hand. And this is just an aside for us poll workers. You know, we're there from 6 in the morning till after 7:30 at night, and we can't go anywhere. So if you happen to own a restaurant, you want to bring us something to eat, we're not going to fuss at you. Anyway, I hope this has helped, and I hope we have a great election tomorrow, regardless of who wins. Until we get together again, get out in your community and make a difference.